Seems by now we should have made some significant progress over at Corvo Bianco. Especially since I did all that statue stuff. I want to say that was after my last renovations were ordered. Oh, it's a worker. Passed out in the stables. Congrats to him, I suppose. Anything else? I'll check in with our... Sorry, I'm forgetting what he's called now. I was gonna say Camerlengo, but that's the other character. Major Domo. There we go. Names are not always easy to keep track of. Those look like painting spots to me.
Sir, we received a shipment of wine from the Ballard vineyard, I believe, with kind regards from Madame Matilda and Monsieur Liam. I had the barrels unloaded and stored in the cellar to the right of the entrance.
Thanks. Take a look when I have a moment.
Splendid. I was told to expect a subsequent delivery 5 days hence.
Starting to really like this place. Maybe we should keep going, refurbish some more. What do you think, BB?
As you wish, sir. Shall we see to the house or the grounds this time?
Feels like by investing a bit of coin, I could make the house more functional.
I agree thoroughly, with every fiber of my being.
Could use another weapon rack. Got some interesting pieces I'd like to display.
I know of a carpentry shop in town which crafts the humblest lumber into true masterpieces. You need but give the word.
Fine. Order the racks.
Of course, at once. At most 1 day for them to arrive, is my estimation. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Along the path, I've often picked up well-crafted, beautifully ornamented armor. Some of those pieces would look great on display here.
I agree. It would lend the place a certain witch's air. Shall I order new stands at once, sir?
Yes. Just please make sure they're solidly made and nicely finished.
It goes without saying, sir. There is nothing worse than splendid armor upon a subpar stand. By this time tomorrow, they shall be ready to display your finest finds. Is there anything else you require, sir?
Thanks. Gotta get back to my business now. See you soon.
Seems like things are more or less furnished at this point. The outsides are set up, everything inside's set up. I don't know if everything's fully finished with its construction yet, but at least everything seems to be underway at this point. It's a nice place. All around. Is this the guest bedroom? I forget. I don't think I can interact with most of the stuff in here. But it would kind of make sense for the I don't know if it makes more sense in this setting for the upstairs or downstairs room to be the guest room. A little hard to say. This one is definitely the one I've been using as my bed, at least. Do I have another painting yet? Or even another statue? The gold stick of joy. Oh, that's one more to add to the supply. Can I put something up there? Do I have one yet? There we go. Four-horn shield. It's nice to expand this place a bit. Let's check on the wine cellar though, before we'll move on at that point. Don't want to dwell here for too long. I'm just curious if there's any interesting detail here. They said to go in and go to my right. Is there evidence of it? Is it this? White Wolf, there you go. A wine named after me. That's nice. Does it have any cool characteristics? I don't know if I remember what wine does in this game off half the time, but it's nice to know it exists. 50 vitality regeneration, 55 vitality regeneration during combat, 5-second duration. That's not bad. So it's a major healer. Could be an option for recovery. I have 100 water. Don't actually access the food and drink menu very often, to be honest. I found my way to a nice little town down here called Flovive? Flovive? It's one of the... might be one of the only settlements left. Oh, that looks like one too. Oh wait, no, that was the weird side road that where I fought the weird ghost lady. That's not. I believe that location is uninhabited. It's funny how looking at this map can feel like looking like a game of Carcassonne at times, with all these little walls and roads going off in different directions. I wonder what's up with that place. That seems like it has something to be resolved in it. But there's little details everywhere, but this is one of the last housing areas that I have not yet had the chance to visit. It's also a location of another notice board, so we'll see what we can learn from that, too.
That's it, Roach.
Let's find our way into the front door. There's the fast travel location. Just grab that. Here's a nice setting. What can I see from here? You can see the main kingdom from there. We don't seem to be in line of sight of the statue at this angle. There's that notice board. Where would my statue be in relevance to this direction? I guess it'd be further upstream from here. Can I see it? Maybe not. Maybe not. Let's not obsess over that for now. Here we go. One nice last town clearing. Got children? Beware. I must warn all mothers against taking their children for walks around the Duntian olive grove. It's a lovely place, I know. However, as of late, amorous couples have been taken to meeting there and enjoying life. Apparently they can't think of any more suitable spot for their trysts. Everywhere you turn, there's a jiggling rear poking out from behind a tree, and there's no way to explain this to an impressionable child. That's why I advise you to take your children elsewhere for fresh air. Maybe out somewhere less lovely, but more decent. An outraged mother. I think there are in fact ways to explain that to a child. Rafters wanted. I'm hiring rafters to float logs from the Caraberta woods down the river. Stable employment, not seasonal. I pay better than the competition. Ask for Bargemaster Henry Paltek in Flovive. Humble request. I lost all my fingers in the sawmill on the edge of the Caraberta woods. Good folk, take pity on a poor cripple and bring me nourishment from time to time. I thank you in advance. And Lebiota bless. Giacomo. I'm just wondering how the hell he wrote that with no fingers. Did he use his mouth? That's impressive. She cured my cat. There's no place for your, There's no better place for your sick pet to recuperate than the Druidess's hut in the northern part of Duntine. I know folks say there's something odd about that woman. I can't deny it. She is far from normal. When I visit her, though, I saw her sniff at a handful of straws, as if it were the most irreversible of perfumes, or irresistible of perfumes. I took a sniff as well. Smelled just like normal wisp of straw to me. She won't look you in the eye, but animals take to her like bees to honey. My tomcat is old and had been getting rather sickly, but after 2 days at the Druidess's, he's full of vim and vinegar once more. He chases mice like he used to, and has a hearty appetite. Haven't seen a cat so happy in a long while. Highly recommended. It's medieval fantasy Yelp reviews. Advertisement, fixing roofs, pleasuring women, good prices. Find me at the Skull of the Elk Tavern. Ask for Luo. That's a bit of a cross-section. Contract. The Monster of Toussaint. I hereby announce the following. The vineyard known as Toussaint, which is counted among my possessions, is famed throughout all the world for superb melon blanc it produces. It is beset by some monstrosity. Any knight who tracks the beast down and slays it will not only prove its honor, but also earn a reward of not insignificant size. Therefore, hear my call, all brave and valorous men of Toussaint, and make haste to Toussaint to converse with the undersigned about the contract. M. D. Barbeau. Where is it? Just gotta wait for a few things to pass by. Come on. There it is. Is he nearby? He is nearby. Seems to be that how that generally works now. Oh, right. Roach is already here. Hey, Roachy.
Come on, come here.
Hey, buddy. I haven't paid very close attention to them, but I think the continual changes of equipment I've been putting on this guy have been making a visual impact.
Whoa!
Hey, he's got a face mask on, look at that. Or she does, I mean, because Roach is female. Yeah, I've never looked super close to some of the newer stuff I've added to them, but she's actually rather covered in fabrics and so on, and actually has a mask on. That wasn't apparent to me before. To be fair, it's like the same color as the horse.
That's it, Roach.
Makes it a little easier to... Oh, almost ran over a child.
Collapsed building. Foundations probably caved in. Literally undermined.
Oh. Well, I'm curious. Look at that. This is the one you're talking about, right? The one that looks like it's been... Yeah, it's slanted. So they mined under it and now it's sinking into the earth. I'm curious about the insides of this place. Gotta be a cool sight if nothing else. Oh yeah. There's your evidence. So this is for the Grandmaster Ursine gear.
Run away!
You'll be fine. Cool it. It's an isolated incident, damn it. Calm down. Can I go upstairs in this place before I go down? It's just cool to see a building that's offset at a weird angle. That was one of the things that really caught my attention about, I want to say it was Uncharted 2 or 3, had a scene where you're inside of a building while it's collapsing. And that was just novel to me, because, I think it's always novel to me when the physical level that the character is playing in starts moving around and shifting. Because you just think of levels as static objects. Like a platformer might have an individual, even 3D ones might have like individual platforms that move around. But you don't expect everything to move necessarily. Hi. That's half a Grandmaster set right there. Just sitting there. Even if it's not one that I want, it's worth picking up. It's right there. Cherchez Gartron de Tuffos Journal. Finally, a response to my notice. A witcher, as big as a mountain and bearded as a dwarf, he asked about the contract. Then he said he'd take it. For about as much coin as we've set aside for Fifi's dowry. That's some nerve, but I had no other choice. I had to agree. The Witcher claims the problems are caused by some subterranean monster. He searched the area and found an entrance to a complex of caves by a stream in the Marasent forest. He plans to enter through it tomorrow. The Witcher hasn't returned. Some elf from the city asked about him. Now that's some nerve, giving our address to non-humans. Enough of this. I'll never hire a Witcher again. It will soon be 10 days since he took his retainer and disappeared. I plan to sell the things he left behind to recover at least a portion of my losses. Too bad he mostly just left scraps and scribblings that no one will want to purchase.
Whatever beast the Witcher was hunting, doesn't seem like he killed it. Gotta keep my eyes peeled.
That's a big deal. Seems like whatever it was may have actually killed the Witcher. Unless it was the kind of dishonest being that would just take off without him. All these candles. So it seems that the Witcher had a Grandmaster set. That's the best evidence I have that he probably died, is that the Grandmaster set information seems like a big deal to find. So if he left it behind, he's probably not around anymore. Guarded treasure. There you go. Oop, what's new? Hey, more gray armor dye. This is really cool looking, by the way. Slowly lighting up this trail of candles. It may not be important for any real reason, but it just looks cool to have a lit up path that leads back out. So it must be right in here, this guarded treasure. Oh yeah, also lighting the stuff up helps me tell what's in here. I'll have a light source so I don't have to keep my torch out while I'm ready to fight. Oh. I see what happened here. He wrote a note talking about how he was going to sell the goods left behind by the Witcher. Unfortunately, he probably came down here and got killed by the subterranean creature himself. There's his journal and his ring. Ooh, dies. Besotted clerk's journal. I've decided. I shall ask her tomorrow. A man only lives once. We agreed to meet at our usual place at noon. Clarissa has asked for a half day off, and I'll sneak away from the chancellery. That old fogey of a supervisor will never notice I'm missing. And even if he did, so what? I'm young, I'll find other work. Although, if Clarissa found out I'd lost my job, she might not agree. I'd have proposed to her ages ago, were I not aware of how much she fears a life of poverty. She's never said as much, but I can see it worries her. But what are we waiting for? Together, we shall live more economically than apart. And finally, we shall not have to constantly scheme up ways to meet here. I've wanted to invite her to dine at the best eatery in all of Beauclair. So many times I've imagined what it would be like. Waiters decked out in golden livery would bring us foie gras and sorbets. Clarissa would sit in a satin cushion, a raven black crown on her hair, and her head looking beautiful, and her most beautiful woman in all the room. Then I would pull out the diamond ring. But the truth is, I shall never be able to afford that. Not even Clarissa. Not even if Clarissa were to insist a ring of simple silver would be enough for her, and we'd be better off spending that coin to buy a house in Hautville, where we could open up a shop and she could sell hats. Thus, I shall propose to her tomorrow, in the abandoned wine cave which serves as our meeting place, our cozy sanctuary where we have spent so many pleasant hours together. She never complained that our only romantic moments have been spent surrounded by cobwebs and old barrels of wine, but tomorrow marks the end of all that. Once we were wed, I'll carry her across the threshold. It will be tight quarters, but there will be enough room for a bed, and there will be no cobwebs. I've only a simple copper ring for her, and red glass jewel of a cheapest sort, but I promise in a year's time I will exchange it for a silver one, and an amethyst, or maybe a ruby. Oh, Clarissa, tomorrow cannot come soon enough. I think I shall not be able to fall asleep tonight. That got dark. So, a witcher came down here, probably got killed trying to take care of some sort of subterranean creature, and the owner, disgruntled, chose to sell off anything the witcher had, but never ultimately probably ordered another witcher, so the monster remained. The monster collapsed this building. It became a getaway for a couple that hides away a lot, and those two probably also fell victim to the exact same creature. I'll have to see what else I can find around here. Somewhere around here there's evidence of where the creature comes from, right? It's gotta be. Let's see here. I almost wonder if there's a switch or a wall I can open up. Oh. No, that was probably the vibration of just my controller giving out. There we go. That's that. Where's that Ard spot? Just behind a wall here. Ooh. Some of these things are definitely worth picking up, but it's not giving me a clear way to get out. Nope. I think we're gonna have to search this this location that was mentioned that was by a river. I don't think there's gonna be another way out here, even if it does seem to be where everything was. So now we know why there's a trail of candles. Oh. Whatever happened here. There's a trail of candles and flower petals because this couple came down here to get married, and now they're probably dead. You could think they were just sleeping and they got here last night or something, but they're covered in flies. So they're probably recently deceased for one reason or another. Kind of makes you wonder if they were poisoned by someone, or if, in fact, whatever happened here went after them. Can I inspect that? No? I think it's just all reflecting the fact that there's the ability to, What are you shouting about? Here we go. We'll just see if we can find an entrance to this cave. This seems to be elsewhere altogether. After all, we've got probably 3 different lives to avenge at this point. If the Witcher is dead and the couple of possibly newlyweds. Oh no, they're freshly engaged, I believe. If all those people were killed by the same person, we're gonna want to know who or where.
Whoa there, Roach.
Seems to be it.
Entrance. Let's see if this Witcher left any tracks.
Oh, it's all drippy down here. Oh, character's rolling. That almost went poorly for me. That wall looks like I could break it. That'll give me something to check at least. I cannot get over this little... I had like an ankle-high wall in front of me I couldn't seem to step over. Hello. Warning. Warning, buildings around here have been collapsing because of monsters dug tunnels all over the place. Not sure what kind of beast it is. Don't come after me. And don't wipe my symbols off the walls because I need them to find my way out. Junod of Bellhaven.
Left his school symbol on the wall. Clever. Gotta keep a lookout for more.
So that's our navigation source. Don't know what happened to him. Don't know if that's his body or not. But it seems that he put symbols on the wall to help navigate. Let's see. So buildings have been collapsing because of a creature down here. It must be big if it's digging these big caves. There's a symbol. He's a member of the Bear clan?
More symbols. Might want to look around some with me.
Bear or wolf is a little unclear. Get ready. What is it? Oh, centipede. More or less as expected, honestly. Ow. Rude. Ow, wow. Not having much luck trying to stick this guy, huh? Does not want to come up from under the Earden so far. Come on. Dude, that's a nice cooperative dying centipede. Come on. Ah, so close. Where's he coming up next? He's burning. Oh, not taking kindly either. Oh, there's a distance. You're not even nearby anymore. Oh, that was the wrong way to dodge, honestly. Oh, let's end poorly for you now. Yeah, giant centipede makes sense. Seems like a lot for one, though, doesn't it? Maybe there was multiple. More extract for me. See how well we can navigate. Ooh, ores. Fantastic. Those could all be useful. Alright, keep an eye out for a Witcher sign. One centipede seems like not enough for a cave this big. What if there's a supersized one, or maybe even an entire nest? Oh, there's the sign.
Might want to look around some.
This will help tell where he ended up. So even if I go in other directions, that, and even if the monster's in a different direction, following those symbols is going to be how I find the recipes. Because the other half of them would have been with him. Oh. Hello. Bit of dye here and there. There's one more symbol. Oh. Good thing for the river. I mean, good thing for the science, because these rivers would definitely block up other ways of being able to find him. Indication seems to be that he went down. I'll have to use them to get back out, too. Uh-oh. Is it the... Yep, they're back. They're back. They mean business. Nice cramped location, though. Probably more likely to come up from inside them now. Come on. Cooperate with me here. Nope. That's rather uncooperative, I'd say. Come on, you don't need to be difficult. We can do this. We can just do this the easy way. Oopsie. Meant to do that in the first place. Ah, I missed my chance a bit. Pop that Earden down again. Get a little coverage around here. If I hide behind this wall, he probably can't get me. Cool. Come on. Yeah. And then now you burn. Remember when I was talking about being done with these guys? Well, they're back! I don't give a crap what I think about that. Ow. Always with the ranged poison attacks. A lot of enemies in this expansion like to throw ranged poison attacks around, don't they? Oh. Gotcha. Got him. Ooh. A lot of those items seem like they'd probably be useful. Did I aim wrong? Or is this where he died, maybe? Oh.
Must be the corpse of the Witcher from the School of the Bear.
It was a bear. Thought it looked broad. But we have the diagram, we have the journal from him himself now. Damn it, should have never taken this contract. Still not sure what sort of monster I'm up against. Worried I won't be able to prepare properly. Stupid of me to bet the coin I set aside for armor. Elves just love squeezing folk for the last copper. And those skinflints, Tufo, aren't any better. But no point feeling sorry for myself. And no point going back until I got a full set of gear. Well, as long as you're sinking, might as well walk to the bottom. I'll find a way, damn it.
You should have never taken this risk. Must have really wanted the armor. I can probably make really good use of these diagrams.
Yep. I probably won't though, because they're diagrams for a different set than what I use. But hey, bit more progress. I like these little stories here. It's like, oh, it's kind of fun to hunt for all the different armor sets that I don't even necessarily have use for, just because they specifically have a story behind what the hell happened to a Witcher that got them there. They have a tragic tendency to be a series of dead Witchers, unfortunately. You think some people... Oh, I just can't walk over that, I have to jump. You'd think that every now and then you'd be able to get a goddamn Witcher recipe just by meeting a Witcher who has it and they give it to you, but no. They've all got to be a bunch of bloated corpses everywhere. Kind of tragic. They really are a dying group, aren't they? So outside of the main story and like two Witchers you encounter, there's like just none left. And one of the ones I encountered, I think I had to kill because he was basically hulking out on people. Back to our previous engagement, the Tufo vineyard. Not to be, or the Tufo, but specifically the Tufo monster, not to be confused with what I keep almost calling it, because I keep calling it the Tofu Master. And that'd be a very different quest, honestly.
Come on now.
Hello, Witcher. Sire notice.
Yeah? What is it?
Now, why does one summon a Witcher, To inquire about the gossip currently flowing about the court? I have a problem with a beast.
Ah, you the one posted the notice? Go on then, spit it out. What's it about?
First, my dear Witcher, we must establish ground rules. Given the vast difference in our respective social positions, I'm sorry to say I take umbrage at the familiar tone you take. I expect deference. I expect you to address me as Sir, or better yet, as Monsieur de Bourbeau.
Fine. Monsieur de Bourbeau.
The emphasis falls on the last syllable. Bourbeau?
See, now I'd rather emphasize something else. Tell me what this is about, monsieur, or I'll change my mind and go.
Naughtlings and their manners. Very well. Let us get this over with. Something has infested my vineyard.
Great. Let me go prepare my something oil then.
I beg your pardon?
Need more information than that. Where was this something seen? Any witnesses? Bodies to examine?
Therein lies the rub. None has seen the beast. We've only heard signs of its presence, a strange scratching and shrieks. Neither are there any corpses to inspect. Men simply disappear without a trace.
Who's disappeared, if you don't mind my asking?
Most recently some farmhand, I believe.
Despite the vast difference in your social statuses, do you perchance remember the farmhand's name, monsieur?
No. You must speak to my wife. She has more collegial relations with this household help. She's away at the moment visiting her mother, but should return forthwith.
Noises you mentioned. Where do they come from?
Well, everywhere. but they're most clearly audible in the wine cellar.
Means the monster must dwell underground. When are the noises loudest?
In the night, just as they were years ago, when the buildings quaked. Another expert agreed to look into the matter then, but was never thereafter seen nor heard of. Oh, that should suffice with the questions. Now tell me, will you take the contract? Yay or nay?
Well, he's a dick, so he's gotten this treatment.
Depends. What kind of reward are we talking about?
Boom.
Come now, be reasonable.
Alright, fine. This little.
Fine. Seems I must take the loss. Agreed.
Fine, I'll do it. Need to look around here first. Then I'll want to talk to Madame de Bourbeau.
Very well. I shall inform you once she has returned. Meanwhile, the key to the cellar. Just... whatever you do, please do not disturb the wine barrels.
What if it is in the wine barrels, huh?